Sammy Snake says in words, hissing all the time. Sammy Snake says in words, hissing all the time. Hissing with a hissing with a Sammy Snake says in words, he's hissing all the time. Sammy Snake says in words, hissing all the time. Sammy Snake says in words, hissing all the time. Hissing with a hissing with a Sammy Snake says in words, he's hissing all the time.
Always forget to unmute the mic. How are we doing? How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Welcome to another stream. I don't really have anything to talk about today. I've really got to stretch out this colonized Mars news for like an hour. Like, I'll just say like one word every minute. Just take big pauses. No content, lots of filler today, you know. You just got to stretch it out. Sometimes you just got to mail it in, you know? You just got to mail it in. What's with the S's? Well, it's Sammy Snake, isn't it? Sammy Snake hisses all the time. Hisses with us. Next Nova drop pack when? Season 2, mate. Season 2, mate. How we all doing? Doberman, sorry you're not feeling too well, mate. Happens to the best of us. Hope you're feeling good tomorrow. Make sure you get a good night's rest. Rich coming from me. I never sleep, but that means I can tell you to sleep. Are you getting uplift land? I'm sticking with what I've got. For people that don't know, the Sammy Snake community owns like 122 uplift plots in Chicken Cat. So I'd rather focus on what we have at the moment. I feel like a few of our community members are part of the uplist, which is a very nice scheme to help people out that are helping others out. I decided to give up my spot because I feel like it could better be used by someone else than me. Give someone else a shot. It's not just about me getting all the exclusive drops and things. So I've given that to someone else. We put a list of people that have been working hard on the uplift thing, and they can have the chance. But be interested to see. It seems like there's a lot of people taking part in that. Love Corey, love Jimmy. I was watching their stream today. They're streaming Nick, talking about all the cool stuff that Nick's done for Cola Box and all of the tools that he does for our planet. So I was watching that. That was a very good stream today. They usually stream a couple of times a week. They've got the right approach, you know. We always want to be visible. Always want to be visible, chats. But it's fun. Fun chatting to everyone. Have you seen the resale value on the Nova Rally packs? Crazy. You're telling me, mate. You're telling me. Like, I mean, I can kind of get the rationale behind it, but I also can't. You know, at the same time, I'm just like, I know that, like, you know, the sketch cards are very hard to get. You know, people need to keep opening the packs. They get the sketch cards. The classic cards are very valuable. I get that, but Jesus, at what point do people stop buying the packs? Like, every time I wake up and they've reached a new level. And it's not necessarily a good thing at this point, because it obviously, you know, this is the most hyped thing that I can remember. Like, and I'm a part of it, and it's just a bit surreal, to be honest, but, like, I understand why people are excited, and I understand why the price is getting there. But if you'd asked me, do you think that the standard packs would be trading for? Well, let's see what they're trading for. If you'd asked me, what do you think a standard pack would trade for a couple of days after the sale? I would have probably said $30, eh? Probably say $30. The sale went quite well. $30. More people wanted them than they were available 3 times. That seems fair enough. They were quite cheap packs. Now, this is not a visual bug. They are currently $161. 1,668 wax. And you just kind of sit there and you're just like, okay. Right. But the reason for it is simple. Look how many packs have been opened. Do you remember another project where people are just buying and opening them on wax? To get this so soon as well, to get this ratio of, there's only 929 left in existence, right? And it's just such a big ratio of people opening them, and people then opening them and then not wanting to sell what's inside. So as a result, there's just not much for sale, and that people need to pay the prices. So let's have a look at what. $4, nearly $4 for a common character. Jesus, man! I thought things were settling down. Like a day or two, I thought yesterday it looked like things were trying to settle down a bit, and then they've just reached a whole new level here. It's very interesting. Let's have a look. The classic. Jesus Christ. Someone was saying to me that the cars are more expensive than our planet land. Is that right? Is that right? Someone was saying that to me. How much can I get a land for in our planet? Around 7,000. 6,200 wax for a common Caponium. Unbelievable. How are we doing in the Look, it looks like we're on track for a better day than yesterday, maybe, or even the same. The fact that it's holding at 6 figures traded on secondary market per day. I'm not, and the thing is as well is like, no one's really like, there's not like, aside from the Discord communities that are heavily talking about it, right? It's not as if there's been a lot of coverage. Zillion made a video on it. By the way, if you're not subscribed to Zillion, he brings out all the best content on wax. You should check him out. Just Google Zillion. But apart from that, like, it's not as if we've just gone around the houses doing podcasts, interviews. Like, I mean, I could go and do that now, I guess. A big shout out to the Our Planet Discord, by the way. I was in there earlier. It's weird to just see, like, all of the time, even when I'm in there just looking for what's going on with Our Planet. It's just all Nova Rally at the moment. And I'm just worried that I'm annoying people. I don't want to annoy people. Obviously, the hype right now is high. Everyone's wondering what's happening, including me. I can honestly say to you that, did I expect the prices of classic cars to be above Our Planet lands? No, I did not. But you see what happens when people really like an idea and they're buying in, and they can sense that something big is close, and I'll do my best to deliver. We've got a good team. We're working very hard. So, what date is it today? The 23rd of June, right? So let's say we are 23rd of July, and people. I mean, imagine when the snake. This is what worries me, guys. Imagine like the pandemonium that's going to happen when the snaking comes out. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. All right, let's see what people are saying. The transparency is what people were wishing for in other projects. But this is the thing that confuses me, guys, right? It's so incredibly easy to just say a few words. Just like record a little video, like, or I don't know, like, it doesn't take that long to just say, hey, this is what's going on with the project. Here's some stuff that maybe got delayed, or like if you just show your face and say a few words, then people are obviously a lot more comfortable. Like, why haven't Alien World said like anything for like months? Like, what's going on there? Like, you just don't hear about it. It's very odd. It's very strange, and you just think to yourself, like, they could just inspire a lot more confidence if you just had someone. If you just had someone to say. And the thing is we were all consumers of the stuff on Wax, right? And I think it's about time that people start saying that no, stuff isn't good enough. It's not, communication's not good enough. It's not that difficult to come out and say a few words. Don't care how busy you are. It takes an hour. Just take an hour out your day once a week to just say what's going on, and people would feel a lot better. I don't know why people aren't doing it. Like, I just talk nonsense. I come on here and talk nonsense, and people seem to like it. Like, anything. Just have a little chat with people about what's going on. Like, I used to say, like, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't say stuff. I don't want to rock the boat or anything. But the fact of the matter is that we were a new guild in Alien Worlds, and we had a lot of people, and we got a lot of people into the game and helped them out, giving them free tools to mine with. And then we tried to do innovative things like shared land ownership through smart contracts, and then the algorithm falsely banned over 100 people, and there's still 90 people flagged after 2 months. Is that good enough? Nope. Have they told me several times, like over 15 times, that they're going to fix it? Yep. Have they done anything? Nope. Do they update me? Nope. So, now that I've got a bit of a platform, you bet I'm going to start saying, is that good enough? No, it's not good enough. So, that's where it comes in. And it's this exact same thing where... Now, today, what I saw that was nice is that Bonds came in and he was apologising, right? And he was saying, oh, I made a mistake. And, some of the stuff that said was wrong. And that's fine. That's brilliant. That's exactly what people want. But the question is, why does it take a week to come and do that, right? He could have just done that instantly. Could have just done it instantly, but like, I've made a mistake here. Why does it take a week? Why does it take a week to just come and say, hey, I made a mistake, guys? Like, communication's the easiest thing, right? And all this stuff will probably come back and bite me, probably clipping stuff when stuff's going wrong with Nova Rally, but I'll just come on and apologise and say, hey, here's why it's happening, here's what... So, like, I just feel like who are the people at the moment that are supporting all the projects? It's all the people inside here that are constantly buying, spending loads of money. I think it's about time that we do hold people to a better standard, and hold me to a better standard. You think that Nova Rally's rubbish? Just fucking tell me. Just fucking tell me you're doing a bad job with it, and here's what you should do, and you should listen, and that's what we'll try and do. I just think with every project, it is about, Sammy, your game is shit, fix it. Well, the thing is I've not released anything yet, and that's a part of what does worry me, is that there's so much hype, and people are like, is there even a game behind this? And then, I'm like, well, I obviously know that there is, and I play on the testnet, and I like to 1v1 people in the Discord and beat them down, but obviously it's not production ready, which is what you need to release to 3,000 people. So obviously I don't want there to be too much hype without us delivering anything. But when rug pull, holy shit, what happened? Cars cost as much as our planet lands. Yeah, no one knows what's happened. There's obviously now the colonized Mars news comes out. Everyone buys into colonized Mars at the moment, and I'm going to talk about that on the stream. And it'll probably knock us off number one spot. It wouldn't surprise me. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe being knocked off number one spot is a good thing. And then we can focus on getting the actual game out. I don't care about... it was nice to be number one, but now all I really want to do is get the game out as fast as possible to you guys. Now, it doesn't mean that it's being rushed. I mean, the actual racing system's already built. It's just I can't just let you guys loose on that because of it doesn't. It's not a system. It's not a play to earn system. I could let all of you guys race, right? I could probably do that. I could let all of you guys race in like the next week or so. I could just tell all the development to just be like, nah, let's just let people race, but then people will just do it and get bored and there's nothing to earn, so what's the point? So it's about delivering the whole experience when we launch in July and then be like, boom, here it is. No one mentioned the Imposter Punk Moonshot. I mean, there's loads of great projects on Wax, and most of the time I try and spot them and get myself in them. Sammy just released and say it's in early access, works every time. What is the difference between snaking cars and drivers? Nothing. Organise one race with Twitch, 10 people, giveaway fun. Everyone loves the giveaway at the moment. But then people are also complaining about the giveaways, so I'm not going to be doing the giveaways at the moment. They're complaining. There's people tracking what every single thing that the Nova Rally account mints on Wax, so I always put exactly what it's for, but I don't think there are going to be any more giveaways. We've done a lot of giveaways, actually, considering how valuable the packs are, so I don't think there's going to be too many giveaways. It might be an art contest or something. Cars/drivers out of balance? No. What do you mean out of balance? You mean price-wise? Because game mechanics-wise, it's impossible to know yet, because obviously no one's done a race, but maybe a limited edition Nova Rally Lambo. Nah, man, these jokes are old. You don't need a Lambo joke. When Lambo. I like to do my own thing. I like to have my own jokes. Sammy, I love you because you have my pack. Did you win something that you sent out? One car classic costs 8k wax, gives 35k snake oil. One classic driver costs 800 wax, gives the same amount of snake oil. Yeah, but on average, you're more likely to win with a classic car. That's why people buy them. Cars were a lot harder to get. There was only one car per standard pack, 4 cars per legendary pack. The odds of getting the classic cars was also very low. It was like 2%, and you didn't have many chances at it. So the cars are very scarce. Sammy following the Euro Cup? Yeah, I watched England versus Scotland. That was one of the worst games of football I've seen in my life. I'll probably watch the knockout stages. What was the ratio of cars per drivers? Well, if you think about it, it's there's one car for every 9 drivers. So if you were to base it purely on that, you might say, well, one car should be 9 times the cost of a driver. I don't think that's right, though. Yeah, 1 to 9. I think colonize Mars is a rug pull. A rug pull? Everyone loves the word rug pull. I don't know about that. How are you doing, Zeltris, by the way? I own quite a lot of colonize Mars stuff. It would surprise me if it was a rug pull. Will the game be risked in any way by sort of exploit or bot users? We've done all sorts of calculations, and it's kind of very expensive for people to bot the game at the moment. Now, I could be wrong. But I don't think it really makes sense. I feel like they could spend those resources and bot another game. You can go and bot Metal War easily. Just go and bot Metal War. You can make a load of money botting the Metal War, it seems like. Or it bought Alien Worlds. Alien Worlds seems to just be played by bots at the moment. I'm not a fan of the whole CryptoPunks derivative. It just, again, it's like an old joke that just keeps getting repeated. I don't know why people buy into it, if I'm honest. I don't see the point. So, today, I will just be talking about Colonize Mars news, so that's what I'm going to move on to just now, and I'm going to talk about it. It's a pretty big announcement. I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. I think the car ratio should be way higher since being so secretive about the racing mechanics. I don't get that, how that makes any sense. If you don't know anything about the racing mechanics, then how do you know if the car ratio is needed or not, if it's bad or not? I don't get it. What is your opinion on Bitcoin Origin? The art's really nice. Just the drops are a bit expensive. I can't do anything with them. I'm all about utility. Did you stake those Robotechs? Yeah, I got them all staked. I was happy to see that I actually had a use for them because I bought a load of them and didn't really know what to do with them. So I just staked them. Would you stand a chance with a common car? Yeah, you do stand pretty good chance with a common car. It's not like... If anyone is really interested, you can just look, you can search my messages in the Discord server, and I post what happens in races sometimes, and you can see that it's not always the classic cars winning. Do you have any plans for listing Snake in Binance and creating a bridge? We're a long way away from that. Come on now. We're a long way away from that. I'm all about Wax blockchain. I play everything on Wax. Let's keep it simple just now. We got a game to deliver first. People asking when Binance. Like, we don't even release the game. People not even done one. Let's wait. Like I say, wait till a race is run. Do you need to win races to claim the snake oil? No, you just click a button every day. If a number 7 sketch gets promoted to the next league first, will he get 7 or number 1? 7. When Nova Rally on the Nasdaq. Are you personally going to shove some classics, if you have any, on Death Rally? If I had any classics. Do you mean cars or characters? Classic characters? 1 week I will probably do that just for the hell of it. Just because it's funny. A lot of the times, guys, you don't need to do something because it's a wise decision. You don't need to do something because it's a good return. You just want to do it because it's funny. Like, if my only classic characters die in the Death Rally, that's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. So I will probably at least 1 week just send them off and just to see what happens. Is snaking accumulate indefinitely? Yeah. If we win race, we're guaranteed an NFT? Yes. Do you mean to say I should have fun in life and not focus on ROI? Probably. But I don't see why there's no reason why you can't have both. If I invent a Lambo on our planet, can I use that on Nova Rally? That would be funny, actually. That would be funny. Might do that just because it's funny. I could do that. That would be really very funny. Do you have any new plans for investments in new games? I need to look at what games are coming out. There's a few I'm looking at. Century Train on July 3rd. It's got an opening animation. And that's really all I know about it. The pack, I opened one pack, I got lucky. So, unfortunately, they were doing a drop, and I missed out on some whitelist. So, I think there's a very small drop for some people that were there right at the start. So, I would say anything that I'm looking forward to, it would be the Century Train drop on July 3rd. Okay. Hey, IBM, how you doing, mate? Right. So, guys, I put, when Colonize Mars came out, I tried my best to get an ownership card. I was very close. I got the mint number 2 fission reactor. And I was a bit slow and it was a bit chaotic. So, I'm a bit salty that I didn't get the ownership card. I was just too slow. Too much chaos. But what I ended up with a lot of packs with a lot of cards, and I had full dark matter cards, right? So what I decided to do was, because you know me, I'm a gambling man. I love a gamble, within reason. So what I did was, I took all of the cards that I have, the dark matter cards, and I said, screw it, I don't know what the sketch cards are for. I'm going to just upgrade them all to Sketch. I don't know what they do, but I would imagine that they're not going to screw people over that upgrade to the Sketch. So I gambled, and I upgraded them all. And I did this on a stream a few weeks ago, and I said, here's what I'm doing. I don't know if this is a smart thing to do, but it's a gamble. So that's what I did. I upgraded every single one. I've got 21 Sketch cards. Now, music to my ears today when I see this announcement that if you own a Sketch card, you'll get airdropped. First of all, you get 2 Dark Matter cards. You get one, the same as the Sketch card. You get one randomly selected Dark Matter card from Mission 2. Mission 2 is a sale that they seem to be doing in July. I think it's July 7th. They're doing a new crate sale. And then there's this interesting mechanic, right? So you get, if you own a Sketch card, you've got 80% chance of being dropped a supply crate for Mission 2, a standard one. Now you've got 20% chance of dropping a supply crate, a Dark Matter supply crate, right? So Dark Matter crates are a new type of rare crate and will be exclusive to Sketch card holders. With a Dark Matter crate, you have the best odds of getting rarer cards and the highest chance of finding an ownership card inside. So, the ownership cards seem to be a way, if a lot of people are going to play this game, it seems to be a way of making a lot of money. I saw them listed on the market for like $65,000. So, that seems pretty good. I'm not sure I like this mechanic, right? So, if you've got a Sketch card, you've only got 20% chance of getting dropped one of these Dark Matter crates. But what are these Dark Matter crates going to go for? If you can get ownership cards inside, then what on earth are they going to be worth? So, I like the fact that at least I'm getting a Dark Matter back and a Dark Matter back. But what it has meant is that there was initial surge, but then I think, so they've gone from about $140 to $220, right? So I'll be interested to see who are the other gambling people among us that buy up these for a chance at the ownership cards. I really, really would like an ownership card. What I might do is just crowdfund one, but they're a bit expensive. What I should have done is there was one available for $15,000 a couple of weeks ago. I should have just crowdfunded it there and then with my community, but we were all so broke at that moment that we couldn't really do it. But $65,000, I don't know if it's worth that. But there'll be more ownership cards in existence, and we'll see. We'll see if we can tempt someone to part with a card. But the only thing that concerns me is, are they doing another unlimited sale? Because I hope they don't do an unlimited sale, because one of my frustrations with Colonize Mars is, like, if you look at, let's just say we look at standard, rarity. So they get a load of NFTs on the market, right? Like, I mean, they sold $1.4 million worth of NFTs, right? So there's like, you can see here what's the mint number of this scouting drone alone. This scouting drone, there's 100,000 common scouting drones, right? Okay, fair enough. Okay. You look at the collection. What's the fee? 8%. 8%. Are you having a giraffe? Like, that's crazy. That is daylight robbery. 8%. When you've got that many NFTs, you've almost got as many NFTs as Alien Worlds. Alien Worlds is 1%. 8% market fee. Jesus Christ. They said it will not be limited in something with a white. I'm glad they do a whitelist. 8% is not that bad, actually. Aye, for a nice little collection, let's say a collection where you're selling a couple of things and the supply is not that high, of course take 8%. When you're selling over 1 million NFTs, you're telling me it's 8%. That is mental. That is absolutely mental. Like, yeah, but graffiti's 15%. They sell art. They don't sell as many things, right? Okay, some people will argue with that high. I don't know, but 8% on over 1 million NFTs. I'm sorry. That for me. I complained about it for the start. I mean, I still buy the cars. I read the white paper. It seems like they're trying to take a lot of things from the other projects and build on them more successfully. Seems like a good idea. It's a good concept. I like the look of the website. Would I like an ownership card? I probably would. Can I afford an ownership card? No, I can't. So maybe we'll do it as a community. Maybe we'll fundraise. We'll crowdfund the ownership card as a community. Best day when I unfollowed everything. Graffiti Kings himself on Discord said he would charge 50% or more if he could. He seems like an interesting character. Like, that guy, I'd love to have a chat with that guy. I think people give him a lot of bad stuff. I'd love to actually have a chat with the guy and just see, because people say all sorts of things. On one hand, like, he did some promotion that ended up getting a couple of us on the Discord some nice NFTs that are stakeable. I like the Graffiti King's art as well, but at the same time, people are sending me all sorts of weird stuff that he said. So I'd love to actually chat with the dude and be like, what's the deal? Is interesting code for greedy. Yo, Sammy, one more Nova Rally question. Is there a way to see how many sketch cards left in the pack? Sketch cards are, in theory, they're unlimited, right? Because in order to make packs on Atomic Hub using the standard contract, you need to set unlimited supply for every single template. Now, you govern it with the odds. So, in theory, not accounting the extra legendary packs and golden packs and what have you for giveaways, there's a few more of those that were created. If you look at purely the packs that were sold, there's meant to be 632 sketch cards total. Out of 200,000 NFTs, there's meant to be around 632 sketch cards. So that's an incredibly low number. Hell of a nice sketch collection have already, by the way. Congrats. Yeah, thanks to our planet, by the way, because when Ether was at a very good point, and I just took all my Ether, sold it, and bought like $1,000 worth of Colonized Mars packs. I just aped in. I didn't even really understand what it was. I just wanted that ownership card so badly because I just thought that would be incredibly valuable, and it is incredibly valuable. I mean, you can see someone's selling it for $65,000. A few have sold for that price. That's what I was gambling on getting. I was, plus I knew that I could always, if I didn't get it, I'd always have the cards for the game when it eventually came out. But then when I heard about the sketch thing, I decided to just gamble like an idiot. But in this case, it seems to have gone up in value. I don't know if I'll sell the sketch cards though. I'd rather just keep gambling. I would rather just keep gambling and get these dark matter crates. So if I have 21 dark matter, if I have 21 sketch cards, in theory, if I am just at average, I should get 2 dark matter crates. Now the question is, how much are the dark matter crates going to sell for? I think that's a lot of money, because people are going to take that gamble. They're going to want the ownership cards. Just sold a Street Fighter, Graffiti 2 and Nova Rally Standard for a second sketch card. Hope it's a good call. Ooh. I like sketch cards. Sketch cards is just less like effort. If you can get these driver's manuals, you can promote them for the league. You don't need to spend your time trying to upgrade 100 commons to the different leagues. When 20% chance You should get 4 and not 2. I should, shouldn't I? I should get 4. 4! Oh, 4 chances. 4 chances at an ownership card, guys. That is tasty. That is tasty right there. That is tasty. I think you can find all ownership cards in packs. Just a way better shot with the Dark Matter chest. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I think it should be the Dark Matter. I would say that because of the thing. But we all know you'll get it. What is the total sketch that's out there in Nova? Let's just take like a little look, a little average. So if we go sketch, what's the lowest price of a sketch at the moment? Nearly 10,000 wax, Jesus. So 20. Let's say there's. So there was 23 of him, 24 of them. Let's just say, okay, let's just take an example. So we've got, let's say we've got 24 that have been minted so far of each. Might be more, might be less. And we've got, so we're currently at 504 sketch characters in existence at that rate. By my calculations, there should be 632, maybe like 650 at most. Common car going for 300 wax, jeez. Yeah, so the sketch console, it's a incredibly low amount of sketch cards compared to how many are in existence. If you get an ownership card, it will be great because the way staking works is others will stake their cards to the ownership holders' land. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you read the white paper and immediately you know that you want to have an ownership card. Like, you just know if this Marsha token is very valuable, then. Now, someone was saying that there was something concerning about the bots. Did anyone hear about what they said about if they were doing anything to prevent the bots? Because if it's incredibly cheap to get in and start staking, or I don't know. Someone was saying something about bots in Colonized Mars. I didn't quite catch it. Can cars be destroyed in races or only drivers? Only drivers can be killed in the Nova Rally, the Death Rally, sorry. Cars can be damaged and then you need to spend tokens to repair them. They said they were doing to prevent it in Ando's stream earlier today, but I don't think they went into specifics. Okay, cool. At least they're thinking about it. I still seem to not understand how promoting works. How much sketch cards would I need to promote one set to the best league? How much should I burn? Well, to do it the average way, the standard way, you would need to burn 3 sketch cards to get into intermediate league. Right? But no one's going to do that. You're mental if you do that. So what you need to do is you need to get a driver's manual. You get a driver's manual by performing very well in the Death Rally. And that way you can just apply your driver's manual to your sketch card and you can promote them. 13 days, 22, so nearly 2 weeks till the Colonized Mars drop. Interesting. Driver's manual is a sellable NFT. Yep, probably be a very valuable NFT if you can get one. Probably a lot of people looking to upgrade their sketch cards. How do you upgrade sketch cards? You apply the driver's manual. You combine it with a driver's manual and it gets promoted to the next league. Percentage of drop per race for driver's manual. It'll be the top percentage of people in the Death Rally. Now, a lot of people have been talking to me about the 95%. They think the 95% is too ridiculous in the Death Rally. What I will say to people is that at the start, we will, because we've got to do testing, we will scale up the number and we'll see where it sits. Like, there needs to be a high risk for the Death Rally. Otherwise, it's not called the Death Rally. It's called the Well, sometimes someone has an accident rally. Is it worth it to upgrade my common card? I think so, yeah. You earn better rewards if you upgrade your common cards. Does this mean there'll be only one manual generated per day? No, that's too few manuals. There'll be more than one manual generated per day. The staking rewards multiplier is then dependent on how well the owner takes care of their ownership land plus help from stakers. So if Sammy gets the ownership card, we'll create such a misbehave. Yeah, if I were to open an ownership card, what I would probably do is I would sell my ownership card to the community at a discounted rate, and that way I can still be a part of the community with the ownership card, but I can still get some money. And then that I think would be ideal. If I just happen to get lucky and unpack it, that's exactly what I would probably do, is set up a crowd fund so that people in our community could buy into the ownership. I could still hold a small stake in it, but then it would be owned by everyone, rather than just me sat on top of my big throne of scouting drones and people, contributing everything to me. I would much rather do that. So if I do unpack an ownership card, that's what I'll probably do. So yeah, I'll probably give quite a hefty discount on selling that card. You need 3 sketch to upgrade 1 and the 2 left is burnt. Yes, but that's why you need the driver's manual. That's the whole point of the driver's manual. When I upgrade a low mint, do I need to use all the same rarity / driver manual? What would happen if I gamble a rare low mint upgrade? We're going to pre-mint the first 10 characters in every single promotion so that you can hold your mint numbers, I think. Can we have animated drivers in the future like cars now? Maybe. Let's make several death rally 5, 10, 25, 10, 50% death rate. We're getting better. I mean, a lot of it needs to be tested. I would love to do the 9. Like, imagine, maybe we would do it on different days. Maybe the 95% one would be on certain days, but then I guess you got to make it clear to people, because if the percentages are changing, if they forget that it's a 95% and they just die. So what we're going to do with the death rally, while we do the testing, obviously there's not going to be any people dying for like a day or two while we test it. Then there's going to be some people dying. Then there's going to be everyone dying. And then everyone and their dog dies. But why should a mint number 1 rookie be guaranteed mint number 1 at every level? Shouldn't it be? Well, if you just spent a load of money buying a mint number 1 card only for it to not be worth anything, I think that's very harsh. I think that is very harsh. I know I personally don't care about mint numbers apart from 55, but I can see why people would be very annoyed. So I think it's only fair. Like, they got the mint number 1 from the pack. They got a bit lucky. Why take that away from them immediately? Yeah, so it's the cost for number 10 and lower retaining the mint, the requirement to use the same rarity. Sounds like it wouldn't work trying to do... No, you can try and do it. Nothing to do with mint number, like when you're doing the promoting. If you try to mint a rare car with 2 common cars, there's then there's a third. So there's a third chance that you actually get a rare promoted car. There's a 2/3 chance that you won't. It's all about what proportion of commons and rares that you do. If you do 3 rares, you're guaranteed. If you do 2 rares, 1 common, 66% chance, 2/3 chance. Considering that all survivors get a manual, then 5% is a lot of manuals, or it can be combo, 50% death and only top 5% gets a manual. The numbers will be tweaked on the number of manuals. We're still doing the forecast on the number of manuals that we can generate per day. The manuals will be very scarce because they're very valuable. Those driver manuals will moon, given that Death Rally will cost $7 to $8 each Death Rally race, giving prices right now. Probably, yeah. How to promote characters. You need 10 wins in Rookie League, and then you need to combine it with 2 other cards, and then you promote it. Two other of the same cards. Which is the best way to start a Nova Rally if you don't have so much money spent in the game? Definitely get yourself a common car, and then get a few characters that you like, and you can get started. So get yourself a common car if you spot a good deal on the market for a common car. Common car is very reasonable. You can still win races with the common car. So get yourself a common car, get yourself a couple of characters you like, and I would just go from there. When you say win, is it only to be podium or first place? We talk about Death Rally. I mean, the Death Rally podium will be very... Because obviously you came third. You came in the top 3 out of like 4,000 people, 2,000 people. Of course your reward's going to be good. You mentioned renting out cars. Do you think that will be built into the game or handled outside of the game? We kind of already have smart contracts built for renting items in different blockchain games. So we'll probably just make use of those contracts in the game at some point. We just need to make sure that we don't screw anyone over. Like, I don't basically want it so that you've paid all that money for a classic car and then someone can just rent it and make the value of the cars plummet. So it needs to be carefully handled. We were discussing it last night actually about how the renting would work. Just to be clear, to promote cars and drivers, my 3 cars cards will burn. Same for the drivers. Yep, absolutely right. So when you promote your 3 rookie cards, they're burned to a crisp. So you actually lose that snaking power. It's gone. But what you get is you get 1 character in the next league. So what you need to be careful doing is if you promote too early, you may get stuck in you don't have enough resources to race. If you've only got 1 character, 2 characters and 1 car in intermediate league, you would need to buy some snake oil if you wanted to race. So it's about balancing yourself out. It's by making everything valuable and useful. And it's a difficult thing to do, but that's what we're trying to do. You're going to need Rookie League, you're going to need Intermediate League, you're going to need Veteran League, and you're going to need Master League if you want to perform at the highest level and earn the highest rewards. Now, you don't have to get promoted. That's the beauty of the game, of having the Rookie League. Everything is there for you to play, and it's very cheap to enter into the races comparatively. I know people are saying, well, if you've only got 2 characters in a car, I can't race multiple times a day. You might need to wait a couple of days, but there's a fine balance between getting that right and leaving ourselves open to exploitation. So this is what we're starting with, and you can give me feedback. And if people can't get into the game, this renting system could come into play. There's other things could come into play to help people. Do you lose mutable attributes when you promote? No. You keep the mutable attributes when you promote. Sorry in advance for bad English. No, this is not bad English. It reads fine. Don't you think that if the price keeps rising up in the future, it will be very expensive for new players to start, so the player base will slow? Well, that's a very good point. At the end of the day, it can't just be the same, even 1,000 of us just playing the same game. It needs to be a way for new people to get into the game. So we'll have a think about that. And one of these things that has been suggested is the rental service. And we have the smart contracts to do the rental service. It's about doing it in a way, though, that's not going to destroy the economy of the game. Because if you think about it, why do people want to play the game? Well, they want to race. It's fun, right? But at the same time, this is a blockchain play to earn game. So if we make it so that everything's so cheap that everyone can race, then the value of everything will plummet and no one will want to race. And no one will want to play. So what you need to do is you need to keep the value there for all of the higher tiers and down low. So the value is there at each level so that people are happy. And then you need to provide a good way for new people to get into the game. So it's difficult to do that. But that's the challenge the problem that we're trying to solve, that we think that no other blockchain game is solving. Is how do you keep everyone happy at all levels and have an entertaining game? That's the big challenge. And I think if we solve all those problems, because it's difficult to do, then there'll be no question about how we're a top game on wax, because that is a very difficult balance to do. But that's what I've said. That's the challenge I've set myself and the team, is that how do we make a game fun at every level that has play to earn mechanics? How do we do it? And this is the way we're doing it so far. And if it's not working for you guys, please let me know. So the point to have a classic car is for staking and rookie league. I mean, if my wax law is low compared to some of the others, I can't see my classic car be burned and have something low. You always want a classic car. It'll help you win more races. Now, you're saying that you might not have enough to promote it. Well, the amount of income that you're earning from racing in the classic car, maybe that'll help you get some more shards, build some more cars, build some more characters, and eventually you'll be able to use that income to upgrade the car or to enter into the death rally, take your chances, and win a driver's manual. So that's how we're trying to balance it at the moment. High risk, high reward in the death rally to get the promoting. The promoting mechanic maybe proved too expensive for a lot of people, but that's kind of what gives it value. So it's difficult. I tell you what, guys, it's not easy to make a game like this. It's not easy. So we're going to need constant feedback, and you need to tell us what's working and what's not. What if the owner of the rented car gets a portion of the winning? Yep, we could do that. We could do all sorts of things. It's just we would need to set guidelines in place so that we don't... Because if everyone could just rent cars, the best cars in the game, then everyone that's got common cars, the market just falls down. Like, there's no point in having a common car. So, what's a good amount of snaking power you should shoot for? If I'm correct, if you own 9 characters and a standard car, then you can race a good amount of times per day. So I would look at getting to that level, is of 9 characters in a car. I would look to get to that level if you are someone new to the game. You know, because the standard pack was designed to give everyone a good amount to keep them racing. So that's what we based it on. So if you can get to the equivalent staking value of a standard pack, then good. Can we build cars only from racing rewards? You can build cars from the racing rewards, and then also there will be a car crafting mini game that we're going to have. So that'll be the other way that you can craft the cars. Do we do an actual race or simulated? Simulated, it is just numbers. This is a racing simulation, guys. So if you're expecting 3D graphics and to be racing and winning the race through that, then that's not this game. No worries, I'm happy to answer the question. Even if the question's been answered before, I don't care. Just ask it. I answer it. 10% total staking power you will earn early on opening. So when the snaking launches, you'll earn it at a 10% rate in preparation for the big day where the racing opens. So when snaking goes live, you'll start earning the rates, but you'll be earning it 10% of what your full amount will be. It's just like a little teaser to get things trickling along. Start earning something so you've got enough to do some races on the first day. Do you think the current market price for packs is high, low? I missed the drop. I mean, like I said, did I expect the price of a standard pack to be 16 times what I released it for? No. I mean, I put out an outrageous supply thinking that everyone will get what they wanted. Everyone interested in this game will be able to play it. It'd be great. Now what's happened is, suddenly we're number 1 on Atomic Hub. So it's just like, well, I guess there's more demand for this than we thought. I mean, I'm famous. I'm actually famous within the Sammy Snake community for underestimating the demand. But come on, like, how could I have predicted that this many people would want to play? How is it possible? No one's even like heard of me outside the community. Like, it's a bit like, whoa, like all these people want to play. But what it shows is there's a great idea behind the game. I think it's a great idea. I can't wait to race. I love racing on the testnet. It's fun. That's the end of the day. It's fun. And then the part for me is balancing out the economy of the game, keeping everyone happy, but then also keeping it entertaining, because it might feel like it's a bit of a grind getting to the league. That's why we want to add all these other features to keep people in the game and interested. But at the same time, don't want them to be spending all their time in the game. It's great if you just log on and do a couple of races. I think that's great. If the snaking of classic cars is the same as drivers, why is this price so big? Well, because cars are more scarce. There's a 1-to-9 ratio of cars to characters. And the rarer cars have a confirmed, on average, will do better in the races. In a vacuum. But the problem is, it's not raced in a vacuum, is it? It's raced in outer space. Which is a vacuum, I don't know. But, where you pick the characters and the cars. Volume is almost higher today than compared to yesterday. That is one thing that surprised me greatly. I expected the trend to kind of go down, and then I thought, okay, it'll keep going down, and then it rebounded yesterday, and then all of a sudden I was like, what? I was like, where have all these other people come from that want to play? So where's that demand coming from? Now, I don't know if it is anything to do with... People are joking and saying it's to do with the streams, but there's only 200 people that tune into the streams, so I don't know. When we combine 5 shards for a new character, will they always be common, or is it going to be a chance of each rarity all the way to sketch? When you drop from a race, it will say what rarity it is on the shard in your inventory. But if you go on the white paper... well, I'll do it just now, actually. I'll bring it up, because some people might not have seen it before. So, give me 1 second. One second. Right, there it is. And change. So, you know, it's matched up to the pack. So that's a legendary one. So that'll give you a classic shard, right? That's a rare car shard. That'll give you a rare car shard, right? So these shard packs. So you'll know exactly what you're getting, and that means if you get lucky and you get a rare shard when you're racing in Rookie League, you can sell it, make yourself a nice bit of dosh. And that's the whole point. The whole point of making the market fee low is so that people can sell their shards, right? That's the whole idea, is that I want people to be trading, right? So I want to encourage the trading and not make it too expensive. So, shard NFTs are transferable and sellable, yes. There will be even higher demand when the snaking comes on, let alone the game. That's another thing that I'm very interested to see what happens when we get the snaking system working. Do you need to win to get a drop? Currently, yes, you need to win. Sammy, please tell us about the reason for more than one coin. Isn't that going to make them so cheap? Actually, it's the opposite. By making 4 different tokens and you requiring all 4 tokens to race in Master League, that inherently makes the snake oil token more valuable. So if I just had 1 token and everyone was doing an abundance of 1 token, your token would be worth less, right? Because you could just spam the commons and you could earn everything you need to just race forever. Now, if you're in Master League, you're going to need a balance of all the tokens. So by constantly having different ways to use the snake oil will have more value. Now, I see a lot of like wild speculation where you just sit there and you think, someone's saying that like, oh, snake oil will be worth 60 wax each, and then you just sort of sit there and you're like, how? On what earth will one snake oil be 60 wax? And you're just like, well, and then at that point it just gets to the point that there's hope, and then there's insanity, and then there's that thinking, right? At the end of the day, this is a game, guys. It's a play-to-earn game, and like we've done models to say that if you play for the first season, you will see a good increase in the value of your collection, right? If you keep playing. Right? We've done all that forecasting to effectively say that, yes, this is a play-to-earn game. And the model responds quite well to that. But what it doesn't, like, snake oil to the moon and all this, like, let's be sensible, guys. Let's be sensible. Who cares about earning? I just want to win. You see, that's exactly the type of thinking that I want. Like, to me, the glory is about, can you get into the Hall of Fame? That's the whole thing. In my opinion, do you know what the worst thing that they ever did in our planet? The worst thing that they ever did in our planet is add the Inventor Prize and make it a mythical staking value. Back in the day, you know what we used to do? You know why we used to invent stuff? To get 500 wax? Who cares, right? Who cares? Maybe I'd spend like 500 wax trying to invent it because I'm an idiot and I would fail a load of times. I didn't do it for the money. I did it because I wanted to be an inventor. And that's what it's about. So, the worst thing that they ever did was guarantee people a mythic for inventing something. In my opinion, that's the worst decision that they ever made. I remember saying at the time, because at that time, and I've never told anyone this, guys, but I'm actually a 2-time inventor. I invented the boiler and the can. Incredible. I don't like to bring it up, but when they put that in to say like, look, I'm already an inventor. They've already given me a prize of the 500 wax, and then they're now also going to give me an NFT that's a guaranteed mythic. I was like, okay, I'll accept it. Like, thank you. But I was like, that is overkill, right? I was like, okay. But in my opinion, it might not be the right take, but in my opinion, that is the worst thing that they ever did with our planet, is guaranteeing a mythical inventor prize. Madness. I think that's madness. I don't know what other people think about that. Does the car workshop prize only apply to the highest league? No. The problem that occurs is the element cost higher and no one will invent the higher because you go... Yeah, but the fact that something costs 58 million ether to invent, that is mental. That is mental. Like, the fact that it takes an hour or over an hour or 2 hours to craft all of the stuff to invent a big element, you should have known there. You should have known there that there was going to be a problem. Like, I love our planet to bits. Such a fantastic idea. But when they released all those new elements, me and my friend said that I hope they're all relatively cheap elements. And they're not going to go crazy, and you're not going to need 1 million suns to make a can of beans and all this. Like, at what point does it stop? Like, the fact that you need to spend so much ether to make money is just ridiculous, in my opinion. Like, it takes 2 hours to craft. Like, what? Why did they release all the new elements before fixing the generator? That's what I want to know. I'm baffled by that. Like, that would be the first thing that you would do. Like, okay, we keep adding these elements. They're so expensive to create. It takes people hours. Maybe we should fix the generator. That would be my first port of call if I was them. But I'm not them. I'm Sammy Snake of Nova Rally. I'm a backseat driver. I like to sit back in my chair and give my opinions on other projects now that I don't really have any real knowledge of or say. It's just my opinion. I'm quite often wrong about things. It's just my take. So, like, it's just my thoughts. like I said, our planet used to be about becoming an inventor for the fun of it. But that's why I want people to win the death rally and get them, just to say that they've got a trophy, just a trophy. But maybe we're going down the same route. Maybe we're making the rewards for stuff too good, and maybe it should just be more about the fun. So maybe we're running into the same problems, and I'm a hypocrite. I don't know, but yeah, race for the fun of the game. Is there going to be a next art contest test for Nova Rally? I was so excited about it but missed it. Yeah, probably we'll do art contest test for Nova Rally. The truth is, there's no perfect. Yeah, I know. It's so like I've seen with this project of trying to design an in-game economy that works for everyone. It's going to be almost impossible to please everyone. So it is very easy to sit back and say, like I have just said, why haven't they done this? Why haven't they done that? And then if I was in the same position and the same job, maybe I would make the exact same mistakes. It's impossible to balance everything out. But I like having a moan. I like having a moan about stuff. So I've had moaned about a few things today. I've got it all out of my system. It helps me. I just like to have a moan. So while we're on the subject of awesome games, how many cogs will we be buying from the version 3 drop? When is the version 3 drop of cogs? I like cogs. The collecting is kind of fun. Super Duper Kid, thank you very much for the Prime subscription, my friend. Much appreciated. Sammy write an announcement. About what? New cogs on the 27th. Oh my god. That's bad timing for my wallet. That is bad timing for my wallet. I'll probably pick up a lot of cogs packs. Those are addictive. Those are very addictive. You can open a lot of them. I'm going to take a look at that, actually. 3rd edition launches on June 27th. Ooh, the boxes. How much are they? Oh, they're $15 now, huh? $15 now. I'll probably buy a 3rd edition mega chest, $100. 102 cogs. You can also buy 3rd edition using your credit card. Interesting. I'll probably buy some cogs, guys. Especially if you can buy with credit card. There's no excuse. I'll pay it, and then next month Sammy can worry about it. So, yeah, I like cogs. The only problem is, I hope they're going to announce a staking window or what they're doing with it. Because I missed the last staking window, even though I've got a lot of tubes. So I would like to know what's going on with what I can do with them once I collect them and do that. Because the whole tube system is really fun. I'd probably do a stream introducing cogs to people. For people in my community that are not too familiar with what you actually do with them. But yeah, I mean, I'm a gambling man. I'll probably buy a lot of cogs. The thing is that what I've noticed with them is that you don't really make much money with them. In fact, the opposite. You sink all of your money into cogs, and then you just get a whisper in your ear, just say, "Wow, one more pack, just one more pack, just open one more pack." Well, there's not going to be any harm. Just open one more, just one more. But you don't listen to that voice. You say, "No, we don't need any more cogs. We've got enough cogs." Open one on stream. I'll open more than one on stream. I'll open like 50 on stream. Come on now. Yeah, but when does the game come out so I can sell my 100 foils that are $1,000 in the secondary market? Yeah, the price is on the... It always says that you think you've made loads of money when you open the pack, and then you realise you can't sell any of them. Have you read the Bad Days white paper yet, Sammy? No. He sent a link it to me. I can have a read. I don't know why I'm buying gnomes. The gnome seems fun. I like the fact that you can add the skill to it. The problem with the gnomes is that I don't think it's only me that has this problem, but it seems like you need a PhD in gnomology to understand what's going on there. Like, you need to just constantly read all of the drops and all of the info, and I myself am lost, and I like to know about a lot of projects, but I've got lost with the gnomes. I've got no idea. I've got no idea what's going on with the gnomes. Then oil comes. When oil comes on Alcor Exchange, as soon as snaking is released, you will be able to sell it. Here's the white paper. Thank you. I will all read. Verified. Bad Days. Bad Days NFTs are 100% pre-minted and bronze edition, silver edition, gold edition. But what do you do with them? White paper. Tokenomics. Token utility. Purchase in-game assets using upgrades, boost battle cards, defensive boost, offensive boost, health packs, battle arena credits, time out, speed up, staking, farming, marketplace subscriptions. The only thing I don't like is, do they have the rights to all of? I don't know anything about Bad Day, so I'm sorry if this is just an ignorant thing, but do they have all the rights to this? This looks cool. The Bifrost Arena. Doing stuff for epilepsy? Seems cool. I'll probably check it out. No, sorry guys, I'm out. Sorry guys. We were doing so well. And sorry, I'm out. Sorry. I don't care if it's Polygon. I'm out. Sorry, I'm out. I'm done. We were doing well. They had to spoil it. Yeah, let's get it closed, guys. Get it closed. No Ethereum on this channel. I don't care if it's Polygon, Matic, whatever it is. Don't get it off. Like, it still costs you too much to get it on there. When they do all these ramps and stuff, like credit card on ramps, or basically, if they need to find ways to get people in developing countries able to use it. That's what. Can you check out Play His Shoe once? Play His Shoe. What's Play High Shoe? Play High Shoe. Shoe collection. Oh, someone actually sent me something from that. You got a link to it. Send me a link to it if you want me to check it out. Don't just keep saying check it out. Thank you. His soul. Cthulhu's. The emergence of the idea. A process of creating unique NFTs design. Drawing up an accurate roadmap. I feel like when you when you need, like, it's always when you're filling out like a template diagram. You know, you're like, you start with one or two, and then you're like, I need to do 7 different things to fill up this stock diagram. So it's like, oh, well, what can I put in this? I don't have anything to put in this box. I'll filling in the roadmap. I'll make that one in there. Sorry if that's being mean. That's just what I just think when you see like so many things on the roadmap, and one of them is make the roadmap, and you're just like, No, I'm just kidding around. They look kind of cool. Here's an entertaining game. Your goal in the game is to develop your base and resist the attack of evil creatures from the shadows. You'll be able to build your base thanks to successful defenses against enemies. Enemies can be different from standard to non-standard, which will actually be characters depicted on the NFT that you have in your inventory. Each enemy is an NFT who has its own abilities. If you still can't win in fights with enemies from your own NFT, you can use it for staking, trading, exchange from the other enemies, character creation system, NFT collection. There are unique enemies that you can meet in the game without special NFT. So that's good. Good sign. Frequently asked questions. Cool. Seems cool. Like a lot of these people that are saying that staking is coming, I'll be interested to see how everyone does the staking, because I'm thinking maybe what we should actually do is just license the staking contract and offer it to other collections if they need a bit of help or something. I don't know what we'll do, but I feel like everyone is offering staking, and I'll be interested to see how many collections actually follow through. The last thing that I would want is for people to say that they're going to do all this stuff and then not deliver on it. So I will be interested. Can you check this Novario aisle? Do you know there's this guy, like, and I don't know what his name is, right? But there's a guy, he sits in the Our Planet Discord, right? And every project that comes up, he's like, the website's terrible. The website's terrible. I'm doing my own NFT project, and I spent like 20 grand on the website. It's so good, so much better than these other projects. Like, how much money did they spend on this project? Like, they must have only spent like $500. I spent 20 grand. I don't know who he is. He sits in the Our Planet Discord, and every single time a new project comes up, he goes, how much did they spend on the website? I bet they didn't spend as much as me. And like, that website. How much did they spend on it, though? That's the real question. I didn't spend as much as me. By the way, guys, I've got my own NFT project. And by the way, in case you didn't know, I spent 20 grand on it. And that, like, he just sits there, and it's hilarious. It's hilarious. He just sits there and goes, every single project, without fail, he'll be like, I spent 20 grand on mine. My website's better than their website. My dad works for Nintendo. How much ether you spent on your website? Like, I made the website myself. It's there to show people the idea behind the game. The fact is you need a good idea, but more than a good idea, you need a community willing to play it. And what we've managed to get is a community of people that seem to be passionate about playing it, which is fantastic. That's the hard bit. Anyone can build a website. Is my website perfect? No. I'll sort that all out. The first thing I want to do is to get a fun game to play. I couldn't give two shits how the website looks. The website, fine. But am I going to just go around and be like, I spent 20 grand on my website? Good for you, mate. Good for you. My dad is Satoshi. Is snaking like staking in Our Planet, but you can use your NFTs? Yeah, so you don't need to deposit your NFTs to a contract. We're not holding your NFTs. You just click a button and we read through your inventory and we award you the tokens. So it's not really staking as such. That's why it's called snaking, because it's slightly different. But I would imagine that once we start doing that, a lot of people are going to ask, how are you doing that? So I think this will be the new way, because you don't really want to be storing stuff and spending lots of money on RAM if you don't have to. I don't even know the guy's name. It made me. I saw it like once. You're like, if you see it once, you just think, oh, that's good for you. Sounds like he's doing an NFT project. That sounds cool. I wonder what it is. But when you see him say it, I literally saw him say it like 5 times, and it's like, come on, mate, change the record. Like every single project, like there were some nice projects that came up, like some up and coming ones, like the Century Trains and all this, and then this is just the same thing. Can we race Discord heroes as drivers? Not at the moment, but you never know. That's the potential. Maybe you know, if it becomes easy to put more characters into the game without disturbing the balance of the game, maybe we could do special races for like the race mechanics work slightly differently. You can race whatever you can find, whatever NFT you want on the Wax blockchain. Maybe you can race it. I was thinking about that earlier. It's definitely possible to do that. Definitely possible. It wouldn't use our system for season 1, but I could definitely make it so that any NFT, no matter what it is raceable in some way, and that would be fucking cool. Hello, I'm that guy with a cool website, and I'm very offended from your words. By the way, if you didn't know, I'm making my project spend a lot of money on the website. I'm sorry if he's probably going to see this, and he's probably going to be like, oh, that Sammy guy's a dickhead. I didn't say it to be mean. I'm just saying it because I think it's funny. Like, I just think it's funny. That's why I say it, because it's funny. On an easy utility guy and tried hidden gem. You know, the one thing that I'm looking at, though, I'm looking forward to actually, is pagan gods. I have I don't think this is like for all you ROI folk. This is not one of your ROI things, I don't think. But I like the pagan gods thing. I like the artwork, and I like the fact that it's like I said, it's going to be like Puzzles and Dragons if anyone's played that app. Ooh, shiny skeleton. I don't have one of those. Maybe I need to buy a shiny skeleton. But yeah, that was one thing I was looking at. I've not really played Hidden Gems. People were telling me about Clash Dome. But I'm up for anything. I'll play anything on Wax. As long as it's on Wax. I love it. Is there going to be a client for this game? There will be a website. It might not be the nicest looking thing in the at the start. King Bow Breaks, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. Thank you very much. Sammy, have you seen Coin Pirates? What do you think about them? I like Coin Pirates, but just for everyone's disclosure, I own a lot of assets in Coin Pirates. Therefore, it is not fair for me to say that I think the project's going to be a success. What I will say is that they've already had a few controversies over art and stuff, and they've handled them well. They have a developer that worked on Colobox. They're releasing their own staking system. Anything with a staking system that they're actually going to release very soon, I think is going to be popular. The fact that it's not whitelisted yet maybe means you can get in. The prices are very inflated because the supply for Coin Pirates is so low. It's a bit concerning that I own something ridiculous like 11% of all of the best ships in the game. That's insane. Because as soon as I heard about it, I just bought all of the ships. But I like the idea of Coin Pirate. I love pirate games. Big Monkey Island fan. Guybrush Threepwood, LeChuck, Murray. Anyone loves Monkey Island, give me a shout. I love those games. Can it be compatible with a mobile device yet? Probably will be. And what's new game to watch? The next big sale coming up is probably going to be Century Train on the 3rd of July, if I'm honest. So if you're looking for a game or you're looking for some sort of something to flip, I would imagine if that's all you're interested in, get yourself a Century Train pack because they seem to be going for a lot. Now, I only own 3 trains. I bought a pack and I got lucky in my pack, but they are releasing more. Colonized Mars sale on the 7th of July. Yeah, that's a large-scale sale, though. So, I don't know how that works. So, if you can get on the whitelist for that, maybe that'd be good. So, I would keep an eye on the Colonized Mars Discord and try and get yourself on any whitelist. Olive Land packs will be happening this Friday. Yes, they will, guys. Stay tuned in our Discord channel if you want to hear more about that. I'll be talking about that later today. Just got here, but thoughts on Colonized Mars. After watching the interview on YouTube, the guy didn't seem interested in his project. Seemed mono. Maybe he was just a bit nervous. I like the idea of Colonized Mars, right? I like the idea of Colonized Mars. I think that they'll actually have a bit of an advantage of coming at it a bit later than some of the original. You've got to give shout out to the big projects on Wax for laying the groundwork, but these other things that come in afterwards, they have that hindsight to help them. And Colonized Mars could well swoop in and do very well. It could well do. It seems to be taking a lot of the popular ideas and trying to improve them. If they manage to do that, fantastic. Thoughts on Izzy's 21 supercomputer fundraiser? If we need to clone Izzy 21, there's so many people asking me about Izzy. And can Izzy do this? Can Izzy do that? Izzy is one of the smart contract developers that's working on the game, but also he developed all the smart contracts for our shared land ownership in Alien Worlds, our Metal War pool, our Planet smart contract pool system. All of those he developed. People are asking me for his time a lot. It's like for some reason they don't ask him. It's like I was joking to him today. I was like, why don't people come and ask you? Like, why do they ask me? As if I'm in charge of Izzy. He just does what he wants. The man's got a million ideas a day. He just does what he wants. He's a genius, right? But then everyone always comes to me like, you are the Izzy Whisperer. Please pass on this message to Izzy21. Call out into the wind and get him to do a smart contract for us. How did you meet with Izzy and the rest of the team? All through the Sammy Snake community Discord, the power of the community, finding the best of the community and building the game together. We also have Valera, who is a very, very, very experienced developer in Russia, who runs a development company and has several successful ICO launches on the blockchain already, and he has his own development company that we're using people to develop the game. So for whatever Valera himself can't do, we've got a team behind it. So because of the amount of demand, then obviously we need to scale up, and that's the best way that we can do it. We can do that with Valera and his team. For those who don't know, what's your background? I am 27 years old. I am originally from Glasgow, Scotland. I live in Wales at the moment. I'm moving back to London soon. I'm a technical consultant. I'm an SAP consultant, if you know what that is. It's a software for very large businesses like Coca-Cola, Heineken, any beer brewing, any large manufacturing company uses SAP. I am an SAP expert, I guess, and I work for one of the largest consultancies in the world. So I'm pretty good at my job. I like what I do. I'm relatively well paid, I guess. So that's my background. If anyone's really interested in my background, you can always DM me and I will just give you my LinkedIn. I don't mind people knowing who I am. It doesn't bother me. Great work. I work in SAP all day long. A couple of SAP users in the chat. I just don't want to let myself in for. Been meeting in today with SAP guys. Yeah, I'm one of the SAP guys. I do all sorts of crazy stuff with SAP. And I like doing crazy stuff with blockchain too. SAP users unite in the chat. Should do a whitelist for the next sale. SAP users only. Incorporate SAP on blockchain. They tried with like the hyper fabric ledger, but it's not. It's just not there. People just don't want to use it for for the everyday stuff. You'd be surprised the number of customers we have that are like they're just happy with the old version of SAP that's been working for like 10, 15 years. So I need a Rax needs to do a re-race. So sketch cards and colonize Mars are very expensive. It looks like they've shot up in price. They were $140 before the announcement. Let's have a look at what they are now. $222. So there's a couple at that price, and then they're like $240. So I don't know how people feel about the announcement. They've shot up at least $80 in value. I don't think that I'll be selling mine. I think I'll be gambling on trying to get an ownership card for the Sammy Snake community. When is the drop for Century Train? Anyone knows? I think that they're doing a drop today, but you needed to be whitelisted. I can't believe that I'm not on that list. I didn't know. Like, I've got a couple of like little birds. Like, it used to be like Ita, Cinderella Man. I can't remember the other guy's name, but the people like little birds in the wind, and they DM me as soon as they see anything, no matter what it is. They DM me, and I have a look at it, and I say, "This is a gore." But yeah, it's also already one. Sammy saying how to be had by Valera. I think you need to be in Russia to be had by him at the moment on the development team. So if your Russian's good and you're a developer, maybe. I hope you get ownership. I want to buy. I hope I get ownership as well. Like I said, guys, I will just sell it at a discount to the community. I just want to get one. I don't want to get one so bad. Like, especially if there's only a few of them. Sammy Snake Community IRL Party on Sammy Snake Yacht. SnakeyCon 2022. The 5th of the 5th. Cyprus, probably. That's probably what we're going to do. Book your tickets. Wouldn't surprise me if we did a massive party in Cyprus next year when COVID's done. We'll have a big party in Cyprus. I'll do giveaways for plane tickets, right? I'll do giveaways. I'll do a stream, and I'll pay for your. There'll be like 3 people. I'll pay for your plane ticket to Cyprus. Snaky flights. Should we just set up our own airlines? Our own airlines. SAP users only. Open the fundraiser. Steady Mining, how you doing, mate? Billy, you're banned for. Let's see. We don't like the glide word in the chat. Where's Billy? He's trying to escape me. You can have a timeout, Billy. Well, thank you. You seem less stressed too this week. That's nice. Yeah, I mean, I was stressed earlier in the week. Now I'm feeling alright. I'm feeling a bit better. 1 minute of silence for Billy. And we're back. And we're back. I think I'm done. I think I'm done here. I'm starting to feel a bit tired, a little bit unwell. You know how it is with me and my migraines. They start to get me. So, people asking if the stream was bugged. Right. So, thank you very much for tuning in today. Hope you've picked up some information that you wanted to know. If you do have any more questions, let me know. I'm here every day. Got nothing better to do, if I'm honest. So I'll play us out. Thank you again for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow.
Sammy Snake says in words, hissing all the time. Sammy Snake says in words, hissing all the time. Hissing with a hissing with a Sammy Snake says in words, he's hissing all the time. Sammy Snake says in words, hissing all the time. Sammy Snake says in words, hissing all the time. Hissing with a hissing with a Sammy Snake says in words, he's hissing all the time.